Hi, my name is Radhika, and today I'm reviewing the book called Anxious People by Frederik Backman. To be honest, I picked up this book because of its title and the fact that it had received over 250,000 ratings and 35,000 reviews. I'm not really used to reading fiction. My kind of reading is a very mature, solemn, introspective reading. So when I picked up this book, I didn't know what to expect. I was a bit scared, and I decided to read at least 20% of it before I moved on to my next book. Since I'm giving this review, it essentially means I read the whole book. And I have to admit, I was a bit confused, as I had expected for the first few chapters by the narration. I thought it was a bit superfluous and extra. But once I wrapped my head around how fiction works, I mean, New Age fiction, because I have read, well, the classics, I couldn't put this book down, especially once this character called Zara makes an appearance. The book took me about 8 hours to read. I give the book 3.5 out of 5 stars. The intended audience for the book is everyone, but I do think it would particularly resonate with anyone who is an old or new parent or someone in therapy, because the book has these incredible and very intense truth bombs or quotes that are articulately written and just sort of slipped in there. There were 7 or 8 times that I had a sort of a happy cry while reading the book, which hasn't happened in years. And I also found myself cackling at certain points. The author of the book, Frederik Backman, is Swedish, and nearly all his books have become bestsellers. I mean, 5 of his novels made it to the New York Times bestseller list. He's my age, which is very young, and his first book was published as early as 2012. So, it's worth giving a shot if you're into nonfiction, or if you're into fiction. Also, only someone who's had a deep relationship with a therapist could have been so spot on in their visualizations while writing the book. I found out that the author lives with depression and anxieties, and he sure did find the right words to say the right things at the right times in the book in terms of the characters. I kind of saw the book like a movie in my head once I got over the being put off by the narration style in the first 2 chapters. Now, I think the author should have been a psychologist. The manner in which he reads personalities and writes about them, and you can see them playing out visually. I mean, coming to the part of the book that really kind of resonated with me, the character called Zara, as I mentioned before, she was my absolute favorite. Her relationship with her psychotherapist has been superbly depicted. There's a part of the book where she sort of skeptically asks her therapist, have any of your patients ever committed suicide? To which the therapist becomes uncomfortable and replies, no. And then, this character Zara, she shrugs her shoulders and adds, as far as you're aware. I mean, that's savage, and that's kind of the flavor of her personality and her sarcasm and her contempt for people, and bringing that into therapy with the reader knowing that she's probably way smarter than her therapist and also knows more than the therapist. I absolutely loved it. If you're the kind of person who does not enjoy quirky, or like me is used to only nonfiction, the book might take some time getting used to, and you might enjoy or prefer a movie version of the book. And so some parts of the book are kind of juvenile, and watch out for that. There's a link to the book below if you want to buy it. And if you use that link at no extra cost to you, Amazon will give me more credit to buy more books to review. So if you wish to join our 4am book club, click on the Facebook link for the closed group below. Until next time, happy trails to you.